all the element called format ID.
Year 15.
I've loved music since I was a kid. You know, I wanted to play when I was first saw a violin at age 3, and music was with me as I grew up, up until must have been high school that I started to get more serious and think of it as kind of a life path. I also knew that I wanted to study other things, so that's why I chose to go to a university instead of a conservatory for post-high school education. And that was really important because I got to study lots of things besides music and sort of, you know, a lot of interest in literature and poetry and history and the world beyond music. And I also come from a family of activists in a way, not my parents, but both my sisters are community organizers. I have a twin sister actually who's a very strong labor activist, so I couldn't ever get away with just being a floaty, elitist musician because I was always sort of engaging conversation about the real world and sort of very, you know, serious social problems and trying to think like how can what I do be a part of somehow addressing some of those things in a small way. So a lot of my projects come out of that, like how can the thing that I do not just be for a very, very small subset of people, but for a lot of people. So I think, yeah. Most sort of hard project that sort of deals with the hardest issues is a project around veteran stories, in which taken parts of Stravinsky's piece L'Histoire du Soldat, The Soldier's Tale, and mixed it with improvised music and actual combat veteran stories, mostly combat veterans from Vietnam, and sort of it's evolved into something that sort of describes or gives an audience the experience of post-traumatic stress disorder, and then we follow the performance with audience conversation about PTSD, about, you know, care of veterans, and about like the impact of war on both the people who fight it and civilians, and